I was like, shit, I got things to do, but I can't relate.
He heard her open the door and everything.
Hi! Welcome to our table. My name is Maui and I will be your host.
And I'm Nerd.
I'm Nancy.
I'm Han.
Miley.
So for this first episode, we will be talking about paranormal activity and sleep paralysis. We'll be sharing our experiences, if we have any, and if you guys have anything to add, or if you guys would like to share some of your experiences, please drop them down below in the comments.
I actually had a recent, well, not so recent, but my first sleep paralysis, and I was so scared.
It is scary, y'all. Like, I will say that you've always heard people talk about it, and then like, how it's like until you experience it. But I think once you experience it, though, it's not as bad as what people make it out to be.
Wait, but have all you guys experienced that?
I have.
I don't think I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe, but
My husband has though, but not me.
No. Yeah.
so you think it's not as scary as how people make it to?
Yeah.
No, I think it's scarier.
Oh,
you think it's scarier?
So when did it happen to you, or what?
So I didn't even know that was happening until like the next morning, and then I'm like, oh shit, I experienced it. Like I had a dream that my sister, I think it was my sister, she wore like, and it was like those scary like black and blue with so she wore one of those, and then all of a sudden I don't remember like exactly the whole thing that happened, like the whole dream. It was like a dream, and then she just like she came to me and like she was like,
Wait, who did, your sister?
my sister Rani.
Oh, uh-huh.
And she's like came and she did this to me, and then like I just couldn't breathe, and I was like trying to scream, and I was trying to like move and try to get her off of me, but nothing was happening. And I was just like, oh shit, what the heck?
Did you panic at all in the moment?
In that moment, I felt like I kind of panicked, but then I felt like I knew what to do. So, and then I remember my nephew was like, he always experienced it, like tinga of vaja. He said he like when his mother-in-law told him that when he experienced it, then so I did that, and I actually felt myself like spitting, and then once I did that, it was gone. And then I woke up and I'm like, oh shit, what just happened? And then so I turned to my side, and then I couldn't fall asleep for like probably 30 minutes. But yeah, so that's how I got that thing off of me or whatever.
Did you wake up with spit down your neck?
No, I didn't spit that much. Like you just feel yourself like
It seems like it's a lot.
This is literally why I was like.
I can imagine that.
And like you can kind of like you knock on down, but then you like all the way like all your spit. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I've been pretty lucky,
knock on
wood, fortunate. I haven't had any experiences of any of that crazy stuff, so I've been pretty good.
Same here.
Yeah.
I don't wish to.
But your husband has some scary ones though.
His was scary. Like,
Does he experience it often?
no, he's never experienced it until like we moved by ourselves to the farm. Then like there was this lady, like a Hmong lady, that woke him up. She's like, yeah, she woke him up. Yeah, so there's this Hmong lady that woke him up. She's like, do show. He can feel her like pushing his chest. Like he said that it felt like it was like really hard. Like it was like pushing it down. And then she like pushed him like 3 times, and she's like, do show emu because our grandma's very anal about like us cutting the grass. So then she woke him up, and then after she said that, then like he felt like a hard pressure on him, like on his chest, like somebody's like pushing him down. And then like he answered her, he's like, oh come on, show. And then like I don't know what happened after that, but
So you felt like someone was like literally like talking to him and
like,
touching him?
Yeah, like he heard her open the door and everything.
Ooh.
Yeah,
it feels so real.
How does she look like? Does he?
He didn't see her. He just heard her voice. he's like, it sounds like an old Hmong lady. But
the voice is not like familiar.
Yeah, it's not like our grandma's voice or anything. Yeah. But yeah, that house, a lot of people has had experience with that house except for me. Knock on wood.
I would have to say the last time I came there. No, like I was just like no, like it's just like just kind of gives me like a weird
Vibe.
Like the top.
Yes.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
a kind
The
of
last
like
time I
a
was there-
creepy-ish feeling.
Cái
That's how
chả
I felt,
có
too.
có món cái đẹp chế mưa chén.
My
It's
mom?
blessed.
Yeah, it's already been blessed.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
But like
think it's
everybody
more
says
blessed
that.
then.
But like blessed since you guys lived there or before prior?
Before. Oh, and then after that incident, then our grandma came and like blessed our house, and then we
Oh,
felt
church, huh?
fine. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So after that, we felt fine, and there wasn't like any like we haven't experienced anything ever since then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like
Okay.
kunyaku, like even when like our power like went out, like
Girl, I don't know how you do
I
it.
just stayed there by myself.
That's
like
brave.
yeah.
She's brave.
Like I don't sense any like bad energy at all. So
Dude, my mom always yells at her.
That's good.
yeah.
As long as you feel
Why do you
safe
stay
there.
there?
Yeah. I mean, as long as you
Yeah.
don't sense any bad energy, like that's all that matters. Because like when I bought my house, like you think that moving from like a tiny house and like always living with people to like living by yourself in a house alone, you would feel like to top of the word and try. But like the moment I moved in the first night, I like slept like a baby. Yeah, like you didn't chai, nothing, you know, and so, and even when like like go do feel like when you first walk in, you feel like a certain energy in the house, you know. And if it's a house that's welcoming, then you don't like but if it's a house that's kind of like scary, like you know, so
Do you guys know that in Egypt, Egyptians believe that sleep paralysis is caused by a genie called jinn, and which is like a supernatural creature that terrorizes and sometimes kills its victims. And then in Italy, they believe that sleep paralysis happens because of a panda fetch, PANDAFECHE, which is a figure described as a, how do you say this? Malevolent
Malevolent.
witch or terrifying giant cat. And then in South Africa, the indigenous people believe it is caused by black magic. So it's, and then you know, like Mika, it's just sleep paralysis, which I did some research.
Scientifically, they think it's something else. Yeah.
Yeah, they think it's a sign that your body is not moving smoothly through the stages of sleep. Like you
REM sleep.
Yeah, you didn't get enough sleep.
Yeah.
You have you're stressed or like you have narcolepsy. That's practically what they think it is. And then there's really no care to it. You just kind of overcome it.
I can see how that happens. Like I see like the scientific side and like the spiritual side, just because like we're spiritual.
Yeah.
Like that's what
Grew
we
up
grew up
spiritually.
with. Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I can see like how that can affect it like scientifically too. So
Because like Hmong people, yeah, bay oning or kilo, all that stuff. But
Yeah, or big geek. Yeah, I
Yeah.
learned that. That's something new I learned from you.
Oh.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, but yeah, I looked on WebMD because it's I was kind of curious too, and so they just like the treatments that they say is just get 6 to 8 hours of sleep each night, but sometimes
Yeah.
like that doesn't work.
well, if you think about it, you don't need a mama like chocho, ya ya lu lili mondo. Lack of sleep.
yeah, my lead lack of sleep.
Yep, lack of sleep.
Time.
I will say
Wait, is this?
I have not.
No, that's added
okay.
on.
I have not since. I mean, I go to bed at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. But 그거 제대로 먹어서 그치 뭐지?
For now. For now.
Yeah, but other than getting the 8 hours, 6 to 8 hours of sleep, they just said using antidepressant medication, to help regulate sleep cycles, treating any mental health problems that could maybe lead up to sleep paralysis, and then treating any other sleep disorders like narcolepsy or leg cramps. So,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Interesting.
I will say in my lifetime I've only had 3.
Three.
And,
Holy
only had 3. Only had 3.
Yeah.
But you know, there are some people who have more. Like,
Yeah.
every night.
Yeah. And like I didn't get mine until like I was married to my husband, like when I was like what, 22, 23. So like growing up, like our older brother Sue always had like always like I swear like mama were like 你去妈叫我做了 like 個 baby 腦你 like you're like so and you'd be like so yeah he's like and he'd be like oh 媽做乜做 it's like 一個字加個手 it's like I heard you
guys are waking me up.
yeah I was like we heard you but I don't know but yeah so then like hearing it and I was kind of those people who were like didn't really believe it until it happened to me.
Girl.
I don't know
I
why,
believed
but-
it. That was too pain.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I was scared. Like I hear people talk about it. I'm scared, but I'm like, maybe not. You know. But like my first one was when, I was married to my husband already, and we were sleeping. Our bed was like up against a wall, and this is when we were still living with our in-laws. And we have a big window right by our bed, and like there's a chandu, and we have a closet like right by our bed here, closet door. And so we're sleeping, and I was sleeping flat, and then my husband had his arm around me like this, and then like I don't know why, but like with the gia, but then kuchiho like chiho shaukia, kuchish, I was like kusaputo, so I was just kind of laying there to fall asleep, and then like all of a sudden I saw like this like black figure from like the corner of my eye.
Wait, pause. I feel like a lot of people want to boy up.
Yeah.
That in the research
Yeah.
it says that too.
Yeah.
Like, it happens either
halfway.
when you're
Half
you're-
awake,
you're,
half
like,
asleep.
Gonna fall asleep, or when you're like up, but then you're not up yet.
Yeah, not fully awake. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it says
That
in
was
the
me.
research,
So
too.
it's yeah, so I literally saw like this like black like hand, and this is like a black shadow. And you like gay luna, and the like a you know when like you play at night with like you got the thing and you see that shadow. Yeah, it literally like that, like chandu kunji, but it was like that, and like you like it like grabbed my face like this, you know, and so I was gonna panic, and in my head I'm like, oh shit, this is what it feels like to I was like, oh shit, like this kid look like it's like all of a sudden it became 2 hands. It was like this on my face. Yeah. And then I was like, I was gonna panic, but then I was like, oh, sunshine, like this is how it is in Joshua. So you're gonna try you can't breathe and stuff, you know. So and I was like, okay, just slowly breathe away. It's not real. And then I think like my husband's hand was like across me like this, and so I think it was like this somehow, and I was like scratching him, but like I'm sure it was just my pinky like go like. It went away, and then I was free, and so I was scared, and then go turn my side. But for some reason, like I must have like turned back or something, because then like it happened again, and this time it was like
Wait, the
same.
Yeah, like the same.
Oh.
I couldn't breathe. I couldn't move. I could breathe, but like I was like reminding myself to stay calm and not to panic, because when you panic, you can't breathe, you know. So I was like remaining calm, and then like eventually it went away, because I was like, it's not real. So then I was okay, and then like and then like for some reason and then like this time I like felt it on me and my husband, and then like I was like, oh my god, like and mama and then I saw like this figure, and he looks like the Grim Reaper, you guys, and he had like a big hood on, and I couldn't see anything but like his nose. So then this brings me, this is like a good segue into like paranormal activity, you know. Ma, do you want to tell about your experience of your paranormal activity?
I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I actually,
Yeah, right?
yeah, I actually have one. I think I told you guys back then.
I remember you telling us like a long time ago when it happened, Ma. I remember you told me, but
scary, but it was
I
kinda
suppressed
creepy
that
and
shit,
weird.
yo.
Like when I was working that 6 o'clock job, 6 to 2:30. So I will be like the first one to wake up like at 5 o'clock or whatever time I wake up. So I came downstairs, and then somehow the TV was on, and then like it was like black and white, and then the light. I'm like, the fuck. And then I sat down on the sofa. I don't know why. I saw that. She was
She was hypnotized to sit on the sofa and watch
I saw
it.
that, and so I sat on the sofa, and they go like, I'm not even sitting all the way. I'm like sitting on the edge like this. I'm like, and they go,
Not even relaxing.
yeah, I'm just like listening, and I'm like, I'm like, okay, mom and dad are sleeping in the room. The TV's on. I was like, but it's black and white. And the blah. It's like it felt like forever.
Some ring shit
But I feel like
happened.
something like crawling on the wall like this.
Bitch!
Yeah, it was crawling on the wall
heard
behind.
it?
Yeah, right behind
Wait,
me.
Pon, can you zoom in the mic to that so Molly can do that again? Do it again, Molly.
It was like this.
Chase squirrel on.
No, it's like right behind me. It's not up. It's like right behind me. I was like it felt like forever. I was like,
She's still sitting in.
yeah, I don't know what the hell I was thinking, but I was just sitting, and I was like, okay, I gotta go work. So I went and grabbed my stuff and I went to work. And that was it. So, yeah, that's what happened.
You're brave.
It was
That
weird.
is
Turn the
so
TV off?
scary.
I don't think I
I want to turn it off.
I'll leave it out for somebody to come watch.
Yeah, I don't
turn
think I
itself
did.
off.
I don't know. I
She
just left
done
to
did.
go to
Turn
work.
itself on. It will turn itself
Because I had to go to work. And I was the first one in the mornings. I'm like,
She's
oh.
just I'm done.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
that's
I
it.
wouldn't even turn it off.
I was like, shit, I got things to do, but I can't be mad at TV.
I would have gone and knocked on mom and dad's. I'd be like, nah, make the TV low.
Yeah, it was too early. So
Yeah.
mine was just like that.
That's some
was it.
Juwan
That's the only
shit.
thing.
Well, and that's back at our old house, y'all.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's from the thing that you shared.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. Are you guys ready?
Come on, put this in there, okay?
With the bloopers at the end.
Molly told me to do it.
Can you do it again?
I have no choice.
But they liked it.
Yeah. You want to talk like this? Does it make you happy? Yeah.
Can you say it closer to the mic?
ASMR.
Yeah.
I can't see anymore. Anyway, so our neighbor to our, so if I'm my house, if I'm the house and I'm facing the street, our neighbor to the left, she has a big pine tree. That bell was jingle. And so I park there, and usually every night, again, my brother Sue, he comes home late too. So sometimes we run to each other at the door and we all go home together because so I go park, we'll find the kanjin chai. I don't know why, but I was I felt kind of scared already in my heart. And then I saw a movement in my rear view mirror, side rear view mirror. Mm-hmm. And I saw a black thing flash again. So I looked, I was like, oh, it's nothing.
Black things.
And then I was like, the kanjin chaya. Even talking about it's I feel my heart slowly
I'm
start
already.
to so the kanjin chaya, and then I took out the key and then the key for the door because I was scared. And so then I got out quickly, and then this is jichangdu. So that was my first ever paranormal activity, and I don't ever want to experience it again because it's so scary and it was so real. And even talking about it, just remembering the sound, it's a cry that I would never forget. That's why I never forget, and I still keep repeating it to everyone that I've told the story to.
For my experience, I've never had any paranormal activity, paranormal experiences, and I've never seen any anything so clearly ever since this time. So I was in first grade, and I still remember it was Christy's mom and my Jew's mom. They were gonna go to go grocery shopping, and then I I think I was in first grade. Yeah, I wanted to follow them everywhere. I know. So then I wanted to follow them to go to Cup Foods. I think that's where they were going. So then they didn't let me go, and so I think Christy's mom stayed back, and she was holding Christy, and I was like, I'm gonna go follow the other one. So then I grabbed my shoes and I went outside, and then I as soon as I opened the door, I was like, I called out her name. I'm like, wait for me. And then I opened the door, and then I saw, like, right away when I opened, like, I saw, like, 2 figures. Like, one went straight to where, like, our small blue car was. I don't know if you remember.
Yeah, I remember the blue car. We used to go back and
and
just go back and forth.
Oh my god, bad kid.
Yeah, so one went that way, and then the other one went to the, like, we had, like, a sidewalk that goes to the back, and then the other, like, one figure went forward, and then one figure went to the side, and I'm like, well, the car's right there, so I'm sure they went to the car. And then I put on my shoes, and then I ran to the door, like, the passenger side, and I knocked on the door. I'm like, Ta5le, like, don't go. And I'm like waiting. I'm like, okay, why is she not opening the door?
Wait, is this
It was at night.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it was at night. There was like nobody outside. I think it was like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock at night. I don't remember like the season. But I knocked on the door like 3 times. I like waited. I'm like, okay. I swore she went into the car.
Did you see someone in the car though?
So after I knocked and then I finally looked in. I looked in and then like I knocked again. I'm like, oh, because she was like wearing like a stripe, like a black and white striped t-shirt. And then I looked, I'm like, oh, she's right there. Like, why is she not opening the door for me? And then I knocked again, and then like they were like, okay, this is the steering wheel. They were like laying here looking out the window, and they're like this. And then I knocked, I'm like, Ta5le, I don't go. And then like they turned their head, and it was like Luca, and like there's like stuff like dripping. And I'm like, oh my god, like fuck, like that's not Ta5le. And so I ran back inside, and then I saw somebody like sitting. I'm like, Ta5le, like, you know, I call their names. I'm like, where are they? They're like, they left already. I'm like, what? But she went to the car, didn't she? They're like, no, they went to the back. I'm like, oh. And then I think, I don't know if you remember, but I was like, I saw something, like nobody believed me.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, but that was like the only time that I actually saw something.
Do you think maybe like that car was a used car and it was like a salvaged car?
That's
Yeah,
what I was
it was a really old Toyota. I don't remember what kind of car it was.
It was like a
but- Was it that blue
2-door.
car? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, me and Maui saw it, but have you guys seen the Netflix documentary Hotel Cecile?
I haven't seen
Oh
it.
I haven't seen it
God.
yet. Yeah, I want to though.
Yeah, you should watch
looks
it.
really
You guys,
crazy.
Yeah.
oh girl.
What's the storyline?
Okay.
It's about a Vietnamese girl who like disappeared in this hotel.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
on
she's
that.
like on like the elevator.
Yeah.
Girl, the elevators. Yeah, so Maui and I watched it, but I'm pretty sure everybody has heard about shit. That elevator scene scares me.
Yeah, I don't think she was mentally okay or
Yeah,
healthy.
they did say that she is bipolar and she takes medication for that.
And she has like depression or something.
And then sometimes she hallucinates if she's not on her medication.
Yeah.
So why did she go there for?
She was a
She wanted
student,
to-
right?
No,
Why
wanted
did she go to the hotel?
She wanted to go on a solo vacation,
Yeah.
so then she found the hotel because it was cheap.
Yeah.
So nung hotel na, and then she shared a room with like 2 other girls. But then the 2 girls were like
She was being
she's
disruptive.
yeah.
Was it like a hostel?
Yeah.
No, it's a hotel.
It's a hotel.
Yeah, but it's like a cheap hotel, so I guess
A lot of shit happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Killings,
Dude, like
rape.
16 people died
Yeah.
supposedly there,
Drugs.
and then like the people have like sex workers. Like that hotel is just nasty overall.
a mass murderer stayed there.
Yes.
What's his name? Like something Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's-
that guy.
Yeah, I remember there was a scene. There was a part where they talked about that too.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Did
the
you guys
manager
watch
was,
his
like,
documentary?
touring. No,
It's pretty good.
the manager said she was doing a tour or whatever, and then the SWAT team was there, and she was like, "Oh, what's going on?" And then
Wow, that's great.
yeah, they're like
Yeah.
somebody was in the room and they
Yes.
need to evacuate or something, and she was like, "Oh, what the heck?"
Yeah, he's known as a Night Stalker.
Yeah.
That's what it is. The Night Stalker. It's on Netflix too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the
Yeah.
girl's name is Alyssa Lam.
Yeah. Lamb.
So if you guys
Yeah.
watch American Horror Story, I
Yeah.
think
Yes,
it's season
that's-
2.
Yeah.
They base it off of
that
it.
is that is the
Not
best
bad.
season.
Yeah.
It is
Well, I haven't watched
It's
since
crazy.
that once.
It's crazy. In the movie American Horror Story, they like the lobby, the hotel lobby, and all that is very similar to the hotel,
Yeah.
Cecile Hotel.
It's closed,
yeah.
but then They do have talks about it. Right now, they're renovating it, and it's gonna be reopened in October.
They better take a priest and a
crazy.
shaman and a Buddha
Yeah.
to go and clean out that
Not
motherfucking
either.
hotel.
So if you guys ever go to LA, you guys want to stay in the hotel. It's called
Check out
yeah, check out Cecile. It's actually called Stay on Main Hotel now.
Yeah,
They
don't
changed
stay
it.
there.
Good to know.
Yeah.
'Cause
So
Watch Pond
Yeah, I
visit.
know.
they're gonna have like a gym. They're gonna have like
Nope.
a
The gym,
spa
I assume the
there.
gym and the spa's gonna be in the basement.
Yeah, fuck that shit.
hell no.
There, you know what's funny? The other day I was just watching this guy on YouTube. He lives in an apartment right across from the hotel, and he has like recorded a lot of crazy shit from the hotel, and stuff has happened to him too when he's like recording the hotel. But he says like windows would be open, the alarm would go off.
Like randomly.
Yeah, randomly. He'll see like this one time he saw a guy smoking by the window, and so he like actually bought a drone and he like flew into the window when it was open. But then like I guess he couldn't get inside of the window, so it like fell onto like the top of like the entrance roof, and so he's like. But he records it from his like apartment, and he's like tells his stories of like what he experiences and observes. I'm like, yo, that's just
So like,
crazy.
why don't they just like tear it down? Like,
I know.
If it's that
Well,
haunted?
just tear it down and just leave it vacant?
So
It would
I
cost more to tear it down than just to like renovate
yeah,
it.
and I actually read somewhere that they were actually thinking about turning it into like a
Turn into some historic.
yes, a historic
Apartments.
whatever thing.
Yeah.
No.
They're actually
hostel.
the new when it's open, whatever.
The new company.
Yeah, they
owner.
have like 297 rooms.
Oh, how many episodes is
There's
it?
4.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, it's good. You guys should definitely watch
Yeah,
it.
it's not like scary.
Yeah,
just
it's
don't watch it
creepy.
at night.
Yeah.
So, Nerd, do you want to tell us about yours?
I feel like mine is too scary.
You don't have to tell us everything.
Yours is
Just
pretty
tell us, like, a little bit of what
yours
happened.
traumatizing.
It is.
But
I mean, even, yeah.
Yeah, but like
I saw
when that
everything.
happened, like my heart felt so heavy. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god, like something went.
I think for me, I
down.
think it was just that, like, I'm like, she's been crying a lot.
Yeah, that's
she's
what
been
I thought.
sad and
She's been like
deprived.
deprived of sleep. So I was just thinking that like new body's just slowly starting to shut down on her. So I'm like, I
Yeah.
didn't think about anything. I was just like, oh my gosh, I think new just needs to like go away and like hydrate no more,
That's what I thought.
So I didn't think of anything.
Yeah.
because like
But
ก็
everyone
ไม่
thought
ไม่
that
แต่
too.
like 你舍到邊度你ต้อง搬邊啊 yeah 哈 and then like 你邊好 coffee 個你手咗之後個你 stay awake yeah so
But I think that's probably what makes her more vulnerable too.
Yeah.
yeah
Yeah,
It does.
hey, again, the lack of sleep, like what we mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Right.
bring it back to when Nu was awake for more than 24 hours, like, yeah, you start to hallucinate, you start to see things. But then, so we also associate with other things to other entities that we can't see.
And like just all the activities that happen,
yeah. And the place that we were at,
Yeah.
it wasn't very kind at all.
There's a lot of stories like in that place though.
Yeah.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That was my first time there. Actually.
Me too.
Mhm. Yeah, that was.
Something else.
Yeah.
And very real.
That was the
Yeah,
closest, knock on wood, that I've ever experienced. Like,
I think
in terms of
anyone.
paranormal.
Yeah,
Within
like
our
like to
gay
that
family,
extreme, to that
Yes.
extreme,
Yeah.
that was like a whole nother level, yo.
Like
Not
somebody
even,
as close as
not even like the main event. Like that, you thought that was a main event. That was not even
That
the
wasn't.
main
That
event.
was just
The
the
main event
appetizer.
happened somewhere else. So let's just leave that
Yeah,
there.
I'd say after that, like after all of that happened, because at the time I lived in Madison,
Yeah.
and like usually like we ito tuning like ulu shatata,
Shalolu.
shalulu shatata, and then like that whole week that I came back to Madison, like I left my light on, like the TV in my room was on, and like I literally like could not sleep. And I remember I actually called my husband then. I called him and I was crying because I was like, my boyfriend then husband now. I was just crying because I'm like, I'm scared, like I can't sleep, and I'm like, it was like freaking midnight.
You
I'm like,
literally did.
I did, because I was like afraid. I was alone by myself, so
Yeah.
it's like, what do? Like I'm like, I
can't
was
fall
just,
asleep,
I was
you're thinking of
scared.
it.
Yeah,
Trying
dude,
to
I
sleep.
went
Yeah.
to
Yeah.
work and like every time I go check in the bathroom, I'll be like, okay, so I'm not gonna use the bathroom. So I'll just come back and sit down. and then like I'll go and I'll like wait for like 5 minutes and I'll go check again. If somebody's in the bathroom, then I'll go use the bathroom. And like I cannot sleep by myself. Like I had to have like the lights on, the TV on, and like I remember that night it happened, and then I went to go to my friend's house, and like I slept there, and then I woke up and I took a shower, and then they're freaking perfecto, huh?
Dude,
when I was in the
so
shower,
funny.
oh my
Lord.
God. It was just my fucking luck. I was like, oh my, and then I like got out of the shower, and then I made my friend come sit in there with me because I'm like, fuck that shit. It was so scary. Like to
Like,
this
okay,
day,
like,
It makes me sad, babe.
Yeah.
Dude, like that's so unfortunate, yo.
Yeah. Well, let's just say that nerd had like the first-hand experience.
Yeah,
She saw
she
everything and
did.
From the
Yes.
beginning.
yeah, so that's
First
why she's
person
like that, so.
experience.
To get into
Anyways,
that, but-
yeah, that's it. For
Yeah,
that
that's it.
story.
that's all.
Yeah.
So if
You
you guys
you
have-
will never
yeah.
hear more than what we've just spoken. This is the
Yeah.
most that you will ever get from this. So
Yeah.
But I'll
It
just
really
say
is.
that
sorry.
頭係北京我係乳嗎 right like the house felt so cold.
Did you feel that?
Yes, like I said I didn't see anything, but I did see something, but like not as clear.
Yeah.
Like I would sleep at Tupanc's house like every night since then, and then
Yeah, this bitch was so fucking mean.
Yeah, I was
told her
gonna
to stay
say.
with me at home because I was scared. I told her to stay with me, and she
no, it was
wouldn't.
before you
and then
experienced that. It was before you experienced
Oh,
that.
I was, yeah, it was like after. But she was
still
so
mean,
mean.
though.
And I made my mom and dad sleep with me in my room.
Because like I saw that shit like in the house, so like I got
Yeah,
scared.
you don't wanna be
I
there,
understand.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like,
I
I
was mad
called
at
him that
you.
night. I'm like, you better come pick me up. Like, I'm not sleeping here. Because, like, everybody was going to sleep in the living room together. But I'm like, nope, I'm not sleeping. Because, like,
I left too. That's
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I left. Yeah.
Oh,
Tell me
I
that
don't wish
situation, my
that.
baby.
I don't
Yeah.
wish for anybody to, like, experience that
Yeah.
ever. Because it's not fun.
It's not.
It's traumatizing.
It is.
But, you know, it was kind of interesting. Like, in my head, I'm like, I was scared. But I'm like, whoa, like,
what's
this is what happens? Like, if this happens.
Oh,
Nancy, Mali, what?
It's Henry.
Need to relax.
Okay, we gotta put this in there. This has to go in there.
Oh my god! Funny.
you guys.
He just wants to come play down there.
all over.
So weird. So, alright guys, that's it for today. If you guys have any paranormal activity that happened to you guys, or anything that, you know, happened out of the norm, or sleep paralysis that you guys like to share, just comment down below, and yeah, let us know what your thoughts are on our first video, and look forward to the next one next week. We will see you guys then.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.